What is the weirdest thing you've been told not to do because it's gay? Like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. I took up photography a few years back and my friends asked me to photograph their wedding. I did it and even made them a slideshow with nice music because I wanted to try it out. I showed it to them and my buddy said it was gay. He called his own wedding photos gay. Here are a few things I've been called gay for doing. Reading, using an umbrella, wearing a sweater, not knowing how to play any songs by Stevie Ray Vaughan on the guitar at age 15, yawning, and wearing a shirt with another man's name on it. It was a hockey jersey with a player's name on it, and I was 12. Just to name a few off the top of my head. My friends and I had a recurring joke in college whenever they heard me say, "I love you," to my girlfriend on the phone. They would all yell, "Gay!" Because showing emotion, even if that emotion is love for a woman, is somehow gay. Literally just happened about 5 minutes ago. I was listening to music at work. Sidney Lapour's Time After Time came on. A coworker walked by and informed me how gay I looked sitting at my desk listening to that song. I was taken aside by my deeply concerned and shocked friend and was told, "You know that's a male cat you're stroking?" I was astonished. The implication that petting a cat is sexual and the friend thought it was okay to sexually pet female cats is concerning to say the least. Being kind to others. Excuse me, I wasn't aware I had to burp and fart right in your face to state that I'm a straight guy. Gay people of Reddit. What's the hardest part about being gay? It makes you feel like a foreigner in your own land. Society is set up for heteronormality, and being gay means you never fully fit in. Sure, Western society has accepted us a bit more in the last decade, but we still aren't really normal per se. Straight people will casually drop things about their boyfriend or fiancé in public without a second thought, but I have to read the room before talking about that. Most doctors act weird at first if you talk to them about sexual health. They all seem to assume that I have undiagnosed HIV or something. Gay men seem to develop at a different rate, so in many ways, our only true peers are other gay men. But since we're only 3% of the population, it can be really hard to find a circle. On top of that, 30-ish% of the US population still hates us. You never know when you are in the presence of an unsafe person. Interacting with children is actually terrifying because at any point in time, the parents can accuse you of grooming. This is especially true with teenagers. I really wish the older gay community could mentor teenage gay boys, but there is simply no safe way to discuss sexuality with them. We just have to blanket exclude everyone under 18 for the safety of the community. I see boys on Reddit all the time freaking out at the realization they are gay. But I can't console them, it's not safe. I actually have several events scheduled in my calendar that say, "Insert name Redditor is now 18. Follow up and make sure he understands sexual health." Always being on edge or on guard when you're out with your partner in public. I'm not sure you can hold their hand or kiss them or show any kind of affection. It sucks. I just want to hold their hand walking through the park. But it's a 50-50 chance if it's going to be fine or if someone's going to do something to us. I grew up in a smaller town. I'm bi, so a little this, little that. I had some gay naughties between my mattress and box spring. Some friends and my ex-girlfriend found it when I was at work. That stuff spread like wildfire. My ex and her new boyfriend had a blast outing me to anybody who would listen. This was all about 15 years ago, and it haunts me to this day. When I texted her and begged her to stop, she responded with laughter, and we never spoke again. Now that it's cool and progressive to support LGBTQ plus rights, she's an ally and supports love. 2,000 miles away from our hometown. Screw you, Candace. When I was in high school, still in the closet, I had a super close male friend. Never any romantic feelings there. We were both just awkward kids who got each other. One day he was over at my house and we were play wrestling. And I remember thinking, if I come out, we're never going to be able to do this again. A few months later, I came out to a girl in our friend group. I remember specifically asking her for advice and emotional support coming out to him, because I knew he had conservative parents and it was going to be a difficult conversation. You know where this is going. She told him I had a crush on him, and then started telling anybody who would listen. He never talked to me again, fell in with a weird crowd, and now he's a MAGA Republican. I came home from school that day and had to immediately come out to my Catholic parents, worried that they would hear it from someone else. The whole experience was terrible. I won't bore you with the details. Then a few months ago, I see this girl post about the importance of being an ally. I have never in my life wanted so badly to throw a massive social media tantrum. Screw Candace. Screw all of the Candaces. This is a pretty minor annoyance compared to, say, living in a country where it's illegal to be gay. As a gay man, I often run into women that'll treat you like a homo Paris Hilton purse chihuahua. I'm gay? That obviously means I'm fabulous and love all things fashion, gossip, and pop culture. I mean, I do, but it's nice to get treated like a well-rounded human being rather than a tokenized stereotype. You'll tell someone you're gay and they immediately are like, "Hey girl, hey sis." I had to explain to a former friend that being called her gay best friend felt a little reductive and hurtful. Especially when they are weird and grossed out by you doing anything actually gay, like kissing another man or being in an actual relationship. Career path limitations. Let's say you're working as a construction worker in finance or any other non-stereotypically gay industry. You have the option of coming out and risking weird and hostile treatment, even from people who are genuinely believe they're not homophobic, or lying and maintaining that lie afterwards with all the risks that come with, or being a weird standoffish, quiet coworker who only talks about work and never anything personal. Good luck getting promoted or invited for happy hour. The glass ceiling is real. Finding a suitable partner. Statistically, we have fewer people to choose from. Not being able to show affection towards your significant other in public, as openly as straight people would, without having to worry about who you're going to offend. To the point where they might assault you for it even. And having to always guess how it will affect you when you come out yourself in a new environment, like a new workplace. I was once living in a tiny town for work, and my aunt asked if I met someone while I was there. She actually didn't push that much, but for some reason it was my breaking point on look, there are 1,000 people in this town. Even if you take that pretty generous cut on half being men, 5% being gay, those that are near my age, that are single, that are out, that would be someone I am into, that would be someone into me, we're looking optimistically at one possible person, and I don't like him. Being called a groomer and a child abuser. The ridiculous insults of those who want to perpetuate the hate for their own gain. My older sister once asked me to help lead a Girl Scout troop. I had to explain why that would be a bad idea. The lies. They hurt. Coming out every day, it's not a one-off thing. Like when you start a new job or make new friends. People don't understand that coming out is not just sitting down face to face and declaring there's something I need to tell you. I've had my fair share of people shifting their tone very abruptly after I mentioned my weekend with my girlfriend. It's genuinely more difficult to find a partner. 90% of your target population is not interested in you just because of your gender, so you have a much smaller pool to work with. The internet makes gay people seem much more common than they actually are. I'm talking about long-term partners, not just hookups, by the way. The hate. People just don't seem to understand that being gay isn't a life-consuming thing. It's just a part of me, and I felt it the same amount and extent that you do. I don't think about it. I can have normal conversations with people, and just like you, I don't like 99% of my own gender. But people make it so it's this evil thing that changes my entire lifestyle, and I chose it, and it just sucks. Based in Arab country, being seen as the embodiment of sin and the downfall of morality, when all I do is eat McDonald's and watch It's Always Sunny. Being seen as political just by existing. Other than not knowing if someone is okay with you being gay, I'd say not knowing any other IRL gay people. I used to go to an LGBT community center once or twice a week, but then I decided that I needed some time for myself after work, instead of being exhausted all the time from going out. I lost all my gay friends and haven't had a single serious relationship, because every time I fall for someone, they are not attracted to women. I feel like I'm the only lesbian in the whole country, and it makes me feel unlovable, lonely, and powerless. Imagine being in public with your significant other and being afraid to hold their hand. You've probably never felt that. For most of my adult life, holding my boyfriend's hand felt like a political statement, like I was putting a target on my back, inviting negative attention. Even now, I live in a very progressive city. We only engage in PDA in gay neighborhoods. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below, and maybe check out my links in the description below. Without further ado, I'll see you all next time. Hasta la pasta.